Hello, the one and only Xylophoney here with another ARK Survival Evolved Top 10. We're going to be looking at the top 10 dossiers for the most cutest of dinosaurs. Yes, the most adorable little beasts across the island are going to get their time to shine today. Now, for today's lineup, we're going to be including some of the dossiers that have been released, but not added to the game yet, just to give us a wider array of things so we can actually fit 10 things into here, because obviously, most of the things on the island are designed to kill and eat you, but some of them can do it in a very cute way. Looks like it's about that time to start the countdown with number 10. The Tyrannosaurus. Wait, hear me out. Yes, he's a terrifying beast, but if you get past the claws and the teeth and the danger, he's kinda cute underneath. Let me just throw out there that this is definitely going to be largely opinion-based throughout this countdown, but hear me out. The T-Rex has little arms. When he's charging at you, he just wiggles those little arms around frantically, and he can't do anything with them. It's hilarious. It's kinda cute the way he does it. But the real reason Rex is number 10 on this list is kind of a cheat. If you breed the T-Rex and make a little baby T-Rex, that is the cutest baby dinosaur there is. It outplays the direwolf baby, it outplays, the Dodo baby and the raptor baby even, just because it has a massive head. I don't know if you guys have seen it before, but it's amazing. If you have not bred T-Rexes before, you kinda have to do it. I did have a breeding video a little bit while back that you can go check out if you want to see it in, all its glory. But that will put Rex at number 10. Now we'll move on to number 9. The Beelzebufo! Wait, a slimy frog? Okay, once again I'm going to say that there's very few things that qualify for this list, and I kind of had to stretch it out to make it top 10. But I do think the frog, is really cute just because that smile, look at it! It's happy, and they bounce around in the swamp, just living a carefree life. They can be great, companions, just riding around on them. It's just kind of fun, really, when you're riding around on a frog, just bouncing around slowly. Not to mention how good they are or anything. I don't know, I think they deserve a spot on this countdown, just because of all the little things they do, and just like their movement entirely. But we can move on to number 8, something that you may actually consider cute. The Compsognathus. Now this has not yet been added to the game, but just looking in the top left picture of this dossier, just the curious nature of these guys earns them a spot. They are definitely one of the smallest creatures on the island, yet they are a carnivore. They do eat meat, yet in most situations they will not go after humans, which I suppose does help add to their cuteness factor. They also, if they get in trouble, they just start screaming, as a dinosaur would, and, alert their friends to come by and help them. I think that's pretty cool. But realistically, once again, referring to that top left picture, look at that little guy. He's just so confused. What is this human thing? But I think he deserves a spot at number 8. Anyway, we are going to move on to number 7. The Dodo. Yes, he's only number 7, just because, they are a little smelly, but they are dodos. Obviously, they're made to be fearsome beasts of war, but the dodos are still really fun to have around. Not only are they small, but look at their waddle when they move. There is nothing more adorable and fearsome than seeing an army of dodos waddle towards you. It's quite a bag of mixed emotions, but I like them. You can see that they have the little no brain thing crossed out. They're really stupid, and I think that adds to how adorable they are. Just because, I don't know. I like them. I like the dodos, but I did give them this spot on the list just because I think some things on the list may deserve a little bit of a time to shine. So we're gonna go check those out. Like number 6, the Lystrosaurus. Here we have something that hasn't been added to the game yet, but will be an amazing addition. Just looking at the temperament of this guy, he's loyal. He's gonna be man's best friend. He's of course smaller than most things, so he's gonna, tag along while you're riding on another mount. But just look at that picture in the top corner. Either of them really. The one, just him standing loyally beside his owner, and the other one, that big old hug. Oh man. I just think this guy definitely deserves a spot on this countdown. He may be an ugly mutt, but I think he's gonna be the most loyal and, well, great thing to have by your side. But that brings us to number 5 on the countdown. Now, you may be a little confused at first, but I chose the Diplodicus. Now, this certainly is the biggest thing on the countdown, considering it's a sauropod. Now, just to give this a little bit of explanation, it's mainly because of how friendly he is. In fact, he's friendly to the point of being naive. He will try to befriend carnivores and things trying to kill him, including humans. In fact, there is no point where he will run away from a human. He will continuously try to be your friend. And that is one of the cutest things on this entire countdown. If he wasn't so big and, well, potentially dangerous, he would probably be the number 1 spot. But just looking at him, his face looks pretty cute too. So I think it's going to be a great addition to the game, and of course an adorable addition to the game, just because of how stupid he is. I guess that's kind of a running theme with this playlist, but let's move on to number 4. The giant beaver, or the Castoroides. Now, this is on the playlist because, well, it's one of the few small fluffy mammals. Now, of course, he earns about 10,432 points just to his floofiness. Now, that certainly helps out, but just his friendly attitude adds even more to that. He'll be cutting trees down, just trying to live the life, no matter what kind of terror is going down around him. He's a friendly dude, just doing his own thing. And of course, he is fluffy. Looking in the top left picture, the human's just waiting on by and he's just working on his little dam there. You know, it's a great thing to have around and, well, I like it. But let's move on to number 3, which is the penguin. Yes, penguin is not number 1 on the list, but it has gotten itself a great position. Of course, penguins are always seen as cute. However, these penguins are not the cutest of all penguins, but they are still, of course, on that list. They are friendly, just as many of these things are. They're, you know, gonna walk up to humans and kinda ask for food, maybe. The thing is, we don't know exactly how these guys are gonna behave, but they will be added to the game very soon. I believe these are one of the next things to be added, so get excited for that. But just to take away a little bit of their cuteness again, the whole penguin clubbing thing, it's a little dark, and that may take away from it. But other than that, you know, penguins waddling around, being friendly, doing their little dives into the water as shown in this picture, it's gonna be a pretty cute thing to see. But let's move on to number 2, the Ichthyosaur. Yes, this is actually number 2 for me. Now, the reasoning of it is not exactly because of how it looks, even though that big eye looks kinda cute at the same time. It's completely its behavior. Now, this thing will swim right up to you and just keep swimming around you. If you just stay AFK in the water, you will find yourself surrounded by a crowd of these guys just trying to be your friend. Now, these guys are the coolest creature just because of their attitude and just friendliness all around. If this guy had the looks of one of the last few things on the countdown, he would probably have that number 1 spot. But of course, he has a disadvantage just because of his appearance. Now, that is saying a lot, that just this guy's behavior alone can put him up to number 2, and you may not disagree with me, but last week I had a dodo fall into the ocean. I lost him, I got on the eagle, I went back to find him, and when I did find him, there was 5 ichthyosaurs crowding around him in the middle of the ocean, and no megalodons to be found. So that definitely gave this guy a number 2 spot in the cutest countdown. But that moves us up to number 1, which I think is a very obvious one, the Mesopithecus. Yes, the little tiny monkey. This little guy hits just about all of the criteria on this list. He's small, he's floofy, he's friendly, he eats out of the palm of your hand, and he can even ride on your shoulder. This is just quite an amazing mixture of things. Now, when you do try to tame one, they do kind of run away from you, so they're not quite the walk up to you and just start taking stuff thing. But just the way that they behave once you have them tamed is amazing. Now, we're going to get to the other point of these guys. They throw poop at your enemies. Now, if you ignore the whole fact that they're throwing poop, they're trying to help their owner despite their size. That is cute as anything. Now, yes, we have to ignore the poop to get through that, but I think it's very noble of them and very adorable to be helping their owner. Just because they're little monkeys and that's kind of cool. I don't know. And also, there's some points with, Edgar being in our main series that you may have seen before, earning him the #1 spot on this countdown. But if you guys disagree with me, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what your favorite cute and adorable dinos and creatures are in ARK Survival Evolved. Of course, suggest more different top 10 countdowns for me to do, and we will get those going very soon in the future. Thank you everyone for watching this. Leave a like if you have enjoyed, and I will see you next time.